Right, pride of London. London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the middle, let's see, let's have it right. Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you in here. Big up to every single one of you. Sorry for the lateness. Lateness is greatness, guys. Had a few technical issues, but we're back. We're live. We're going to land the minerals as per, guys. So, first and foremost, I want you to hit the like button. Smash it to pieces, people. Smash that to pieces. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button. All this jazz. Same old, same old. You know what to do. And then on top of that, we got the Minerals FC membership pinned at the top of the live chat. So before we get into the preview, I'm going to run through all you guys' comments very, very quickly, and then we're going to get straight into it, guys. Big up to all you guys in here. Lovely to see you in here. Big up Pie and Mash. Let's have it right. We're losing to Arsenal, but we still have Forest, Bournemouth, and Fulham to play. No, nonsense, mate. Nonsense. Too negative, bruv. Fucking hell. Too many people in the fan base, yeah, are literally just throwing us down, tooling us. It's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. Big up Gabriel there. Yesterday's show was elite, Johnny. I played it back 3 times. Fucking minerals. Keep it up. You are creating a nice little community here. Up the fucking Chelsea. We are humbling the goons. Let's have it right. Big up to you, Gabriel. 3 times, geezer. That was a long stream, mate. That is a long stream. Big up to you. Look at that. That's the message. No negativity. Let's have it right. Let's go. Yes, Chelsea old boys, my geezer, smash the like button. Like and subscribe, or remember to the best Chelsea platform for your daily minerals from our Johnny up the fucking Minerals FC. We know the deal. We know what's coming. We see things they'll never see, and that is an actual fact. It's a fact. There's no way about it. We are the daddy of London. Let's have it right. Big up to Chelsea old boys. Big up to you. Geezer, if you want to come on, either email me, I'll send you the link, or I can drop it in a comment under a video and you can jump in, Geezer. Let me know. Big up to Nutty Blue in here as well. Up the Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea Minerals Mount and that silky German. Let's have it right. I like this. I like this. This is what I want to hear. This is what I want to hear. Accelerate 2-1 Chelsea, Uber brace, and knee slides in front of the Arsenal fans like Adebayor. Let's have it right the way you charge, bruv. Let's land it. Let's land it. Listen, if they can't get fired up for this game, then what's the point? What's the point? RD says 4-0 Chelsea. I guarantee Pulisic is in it. Here we go. Pulisic, Havertz, Sterling, Uber. Let's have it right. I'm all for it, mate. You know, we were 1-0 and it's Captain America. Let's go. Land the minerals. We don't give a shit who it is as long as you win this game. You don't lose. So big up to you. Big up to Carefree Kevin here. Up the minerals. Let's have it right. We ain't losing against Arsenal. End of. Love it. Love it. Let's go, guys. Let's fucking go. Francis Winter's best club in London. The biggest club in London. Let's have it right. The biggest club in London. Up the minerals. 4K subs incoming. Let's have it right. Listen, I'm very close to 4K. I think I'm 50 or 48 subs off 4K, guys. This is what it's about. It's what it's all about. Big up Stretters in here. Up the minerals FC. Got the green tick. Let's have it right. We know what that's about. Love this stuff. Love it. Big up Mixter in here. I hope no one thinks that I'm wrong. Send Kante cost 175 million to Spurs, and in return we get Kane would cost 150. Oh no, mate. I can't have Kante going to that side of London. Big up Chelsea at 6 cents. We are smashing those arseholes. Free zip. Up the Chelsea. Carefree wherever we may be. We are the famous CFC. Let's have it right. Top bins, my geezer. The best things in life are worth waiting for. The dose of Minerals FC is definitely one of them. You up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to you, top bins. Always in it. Indigo's in here as well. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea from Francis. Aridas Troops preview. Let's have it right. Becky's in here. Becky, let's have it right. Big up Becky K. Ken, up to you. We got ladies in the house. Let's show the respect to the ladies as well, you gents. Welcome, Becky. First time we've seen Becky in here. New subscriber. Let's go. Land it. Love that. Charlie's in here. Big up to you. Emrick's in here. We need to beat those fucking arrogant bitches. I'm tired of them. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Chelsea blue and blue. Arsenal struggled against Zurich. Yes, they did. They did. They still won, but they did struggle. I'd rather prefer Mr. Burns from The Simpsons up front than Lukaku, the cement-booted lamppost. Oh, even Lukaku finds his way back into the chat. Finds his way back in. Guys, smash the like button. Smash that like button. Hills is in here. Prime Records will get. Listen, don't listen to that nonsense. Don't listen to that nonsense. Yes, we will. We will. We will. Big up our designer in here. Lovely to see you in here. Let's have it right, Jacob. We've got Mount in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. Thiago at the back. Kai in attack. We're going to win the Champions League. Let's go. Let's go. Why can't we win it again? Why can't we get that third star? Why not? Of course we can. Of course we can. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Atomic's in here. Bamian Gold would send me to Jupiter. Oh, fair play to you, geezer. Fair play to you. Big up, Johnny. Big up, Johnny. My combined 11 Chelsea Arsenal of the last 10 years between Courtois. Fuck. Nah, man. You got to put check. I know it's 10 years though, isn't it? Fucking, I don't want him in there. Aspilicueta, Terry, David Luiz, Monreal, Kante, Cazorla, Hazard, Ozil, Alexis, Diego Costa. That's mad. I need to do research on that, but that's a mad one. That's a mad one. Foot outlaw, let's go. Let's go, geezer. Big up to you. Big up to Cursor. I hope the pressure doesn't get to him. But yeah, Uber has to score. Listen, he's gone for a bit of a goal drought, guys. You know, we thought, fuck me. It's not a number 9 curse. It's just that all the other number 9s were shit. Well, this guy, to be fair, he's not had a lot of appearances. So we have to see Exactly. Who the fuck is Monreal? I even struggle reading it. Monreal, you know. This is mad. This is mad. Anyway, big up to all you guys in here. Smash the like button. Very important. At the end of the show, I want you to all go on my socials because I'm going to have a nice tasty one tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a tasty Minerals FC show. Yeah. So make sure you tune in on the socials. And we're going to have someone come on, and it's going to be the damn fucking Minerals. Let's have it right. It's going to be a good one. So I'll let you know later on, guys. I'll let you guys know later on. So before we continue, I want 100 likes because you lot fail on the likes. It winds me up. You know, I have to keep asking you for likes. Let's get that up. Let's get that up right now. Big up Chelsea down in here as well. Let's have the Minerals. Love that. Love to see you in here. Trevor Smith, big up to you. Knock those mugs off their perch. Listen, this is a big fucking game, guys. This is a massive game. Massive game. You know, whether we like it or not, guys, yeah? We know Arsenal are in form. They're top of the table. The table don't lie. All that nonsense. Well, let's have it right. We were top of the table last year. We were top of the table. And we know how things can turn out. And I don't deny what I think. And what I think is they're falling off a cliff. They will do. They will do. They've already lost that right back. What's his name? He's injured. I think he's going to miss the World Cup. Someone very important to the way they play. Already. That's one down. Saka is mind games. They said that he wasn't going to play. He's injured. He's going to play. He's going to play. So, you know, it is what it is. I want to play their full strength team. I don't want any of these fucking excuses. I'm not even using excuses with our injuries. You know, it is what it is. We've got the better squad. So we should be able to do the business on Sunday. We should be able to go there and beat them at home. We're at home. We're Chelsea. We're the Minerals, bro. We're the Minerals. We're champions of Europe. World champions. Still world champions right now. You know, European pedigree. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, yeah, they're very, very arrogant. We know that. They're even arrogant when they lose. They've always been like that, these goons, yeah, because of their history and all that, right? But for the last, what are we talking? 10 years, over 10 years? What they done, mate? Nothing. Scooby. Rebuilding. Change your manager. You know, it is what it is. But these guys need to be humbled. I think they're so confident of beating Chelsea. It's like, yeah, we are the underdogs, but we cannot deny that the injuries affect our team. You know, they affect our team. Reece James, Kante are irreplaceable players. That's like them losing a Partey and whoever, someone in, let's say someone like Saka or Martinelli. You know, two irreplaceable players in their team. They haven't got that at Arsenal. Chelsea do, and we've got more injuries as well. So we have to see. But this is the thing. We have to be pumped up for this game. All right. I believe if Chelsea, the players themselves, go in there, no stupid mistakes, be on their game, be patient. All right. Be patient and take your chances. You have to be on your A game. If Chelsea are on their A game on Sunday, which we know we've been a bit up and down, if we're on our A game, we're beating them. All that form goes out the window. It's a London derby. Let's have it right. It's a London derby. You know, this has got history to it. This is a big game. It's a massive game. This is a game to shut them lot up. Just shut them up. You know, let them know their place, which ain't top of the league. And bring them back to reality because they're getting very, very excited. For us, itself, we know we're underachieving right now. We should be doing better than what we're doing in the league. But Potter's only lost one game and everyone's crying their eyes out. Oh, we've lost one game. Well, fucking Potter out and all this muppets, all wishy-washy merchants, every single one of them. We don't give a toss about them. We're here to support the gaffer. We're here to support the players. I've got a good feeling about Sunday. I didn't have a good feeling about Brighton, but I've got a good feeling about Sunday. There's something about this fixture, and the last two times we've played them at the bridge, we've been off it, mate. We've been off it, and you could say arguably, yeah, this is a better, more informed Arsenal team, but we gave away a lot of silly mistakes in those games, to give them the game. So we have to put that into context, yeah. The bridge has to be rocking. The bridge has to be rocking. We need to shut their away support up, and land it. And I don't doubt that we will. 100% will be on it on Sunday. We're going to land it because the crowd is very important. The pressure it puts on the Arsenal team, we need that. Whether you go a goal down or not, you have to just be relentless with it. We have to push. We have to keep supporting our players through the good parts of the game and the bad parts of the game, because let's have it right. Arsenal will get some moments, they'll get their strong spells, and Chelsea will get their spells. And it's a game of who takes their chances. In a London derby like this, it is like that. The issue I have is Arsenal so far this season are very renowned for starting off very well, very strong. First 20, 30 minutes, first half. They try and kill games off quickly. And then the second half, they sort of dip. It's the other way with Chelsea. Chelsea start very slow in the first half. You saw how we were against Zagreb. Go 1-0 down, then we wake up. Can't be like that. Because second half, we know we're stronger. But we have to be clinical. We have to take our chances. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to work as a team. This is a team game tomorrow on Sunday. It's a team game. Let's have it right. It's a team game, guys. Big up to Swiss Daniel. Thanks to Super Minerals. Holy shit, my birthday will be ruined on Sunday if we lose to those pricks. Can't stand that football club. Absolutely hate them. But hopefully we win. It's the thing. Why can't we win? It's like all of this propaganda for Arsenal just because they're playing well. But let's have it right. They haven't really played a team like Chelsea. Yeah? They haven't played Chelsea. London derby's different. It's different to playing Liverpool. It's different. Chelsea are the benchmark. Chelsea's the team that they've been chasing for all these years. And they could never get near us. So I think they need to have a reality check about Chelsea. Just because of the condition of our team right now doesn't mean that we're a poor side. Doesn't mean our squad is shit. But we've got key areas missing. If you had those key areas in our team, Kante, James, Chilwell, you have these key players in there. Different ball game. It's a different animal, but they don't have to deal with that. You think Martinelli is getting past Reece James? No chance. So this is my thing. I have a great birthday, geezer, on Sunday, regardless, but hopefully we get the 3 points, Hopefully get the 3 points, We've got to be positive here. Yeah? Big up Mitchie in here. Big up to you, geezer. Big up Nathan, up the Chelsea, Johnny. We will slap the Gooners up Sunday. I'm very confident. The weird thing is, that's it is. Big up Elias. Tomiyasu, he's injured. He's been very important to their team. Been very important. So he's out. Let's see how that goes. Big up CFC. Femi. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Big up to Mitch. Thanks for Super Minerals donation. We have to win 2-0 for me. Minerals will be landed by the big game players. Kai MM19, Tiago J5 Cover. Let's have it right. They ain't that good. I just think that they're just, because they're playing on form, it doesn't mean that they're a great team. Doesn't mean that they're a title winning team. They're just on good form. And let's be real about it. They're beating teams they should beat. They're beating teams they should beat. You know, maybe you could have an argument about Liverpool. Should they beat Liverpool? But Liverpool they're in a worse position than we are. Man United done them like kippers in the transition, countered them. The thing with Arsenal is, and what I've noticed is, they're quite one-dimensional. If it doesn't go their way early, what they got in their locker? Because if Chelsea go 1-0 up, I think they're just playing on, we're going to play our game. But you can play your game all you want, but if it's not working, what's Arteta going to do? How's he going to tweak it? Arteta doesn't even know what our team lineup is. He hasn't got a clue whether we're going to play back four, back three. These are things for that they need to know before they go into the game. They don't know this information yet. So they'll know it last minute. And that's a key thing, guys. Not even we as fans can predict what Potter's going to do. Not even we as fans can predict that. Big up Joey in here. Lovely to see you in here, Geezer. Big up, Geezer. Thomas is in here. 3-1, he says. Let's see what you're all about. Let's not forget those Arsenals are not a title-winning squad. They're not a Champions League winning team. They are a team in form and this is my point. They are just purely on form. That is it. That is it. And they're enjoying it now. That's fine. Enjoy it. Enjoy the wins. But the thing is, the fixture pile-up after the World Cup is monumental. It's even worse than what it is now. You're already starting to get injuries. And once those injuries hit throughout your core, you know, you ain't going to be playing the way you're playing because it affects the way you play. When we lose a Reece James, it affects the way we play. It's just a given. If Man City lose Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland, it changes the way they play. You know, they're not going to be as effective like that. So, you know, this is the thing. And we've got Fofana out as well. You know, got a lot of players out, mate. A lot of players out. A lot of unbalanced, like, within the team. But I don't like all this talk that Arsenal are just going to wipe the floor with us. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Chelsea ain't going in this game with that mentality. All right? And the fans shouldn't be either. You know, like I said, the last times we've played them, I think it's been within midweek where we played Champions League football as well. You know, they're playing that shitty Europa League. That it's like a weak teams, not big games. You know, of the Champions League level where you're playing teams that are top 3 in all the leagues. They're not doing that. They're playing all the sloppies, the sloppy seconds. You know, the sloppy 4s and 5s. Yeah, not even 4. Yeah, in some leagues it's 4s and 5s, 6s. You know, that's the difference. We're playing a higher level midweek. They're not. So we know we've got 1 day extra of recuperation. They haven't. They've had 1 day less because they played last night. They played at home though, so didn't have to travel. But this is about mentality minerals. This game. This is about mentality minerals. Our players know in these big games. I've always known Chelsea to step up in the big games. It was always the lesser teams that we get too complacent and we get punished. But when it comes to the big games, we step it up. You know, irrespective of our condition, we'll step it up. We got Trev playing fantastic. We're going to have Thiago Silva at the back. Koulibaly's back, so we've got some physical presence there. Cucurella, for me, will be the wing back. I don't think Zakaria gets a shout in this game. Simply, I think it's a game too big for him. Although he played well, I don't know. It's a call for Potter. For me, I think you have to play the back three. She played a back three, all the ones I mentioned. Cucurella left wing back, and then I'm playing Loftus-Cheek right wing back. All right, and then I'll explain why. And then I'm playing Mason Mount, the Minerals Mount, Kai Havertz, and Aubameyang. I think that's the team I'm going to go with. All right. Up front, it's debatable. You might go Sterling, Aubameyang. You might go Kai, Sterling. I don't know. But this is the thing for me, yeah? The reason I'm picking Loftus-Cheek is because Asby's legs they're not going to be sustainable for the entire 90 minutes against Martinelli, or if it's a Zinchenko, or you got a Tierney there. All right. And then the beautiful thing with Loftus-Cheek is he can invert and he can pack the midfield, help pack the midfield. But you also got Mason Mount in there who will help the midfield. So when we're in defensive phases and we ain't got the ball, I would have Mason Mount with Kovacic and Jorginho, those three. And then you've got Loftus-Cheek there if needed. Because what I've noticed with Arsenal is they like to, a Tierney or Zinchenko, whoever it is, likes to invert, creating a midfield four to draw you in, and then they get the opportunity to play it out to the Sakas and the Martinellis and all these players, yeah? And you've got Jesus moving about. I think Thiago Silva will absolutely pocket Jesus. I think he'll absolutely pocket him. I think Thiago Silva is fundamental. Now, for me, the reason I'm playing the back three is because of Thiago Silva, and it's also because of Jorginho. And I think because our team is best suited in that system, most of the players are used to that system. I think it's too risky to go back four and match them because we're not toe to toe. I don't think we're quite got the personnel for 90 minutes. You might have it for a period of the game, but not for a full 90 minutes. That's my thought process. And Thiago Silva in a back four is a bit risky when you got a lot of pace and movement. So I think you need to give Thiago Silva that extra protection. Otherwise, you've got to play Trev and Koulibaly and drop Silva. And in a game of this magnitude, I ain't dropping Silva. I have to play Silva. But the whole point of the back three wing back system is the key thing for me is that the wing, maybe Cucurella can go a bit more forward, but with Loftus-Cheek, I think they've got to both push up at a certain point, but not as far up as say Reece James would do or Ben Chilwell would do. I think you've got to be very smart with it. You've got to be disciplined because the moment we lose the ball in attack, which can be likely as we've seen, that's where Arsenal will pounce and they'll pick the pockets. And we don't want our wing backs too far forward because they'll expose those pockets, those spaces, because you'll have Sakas and Martinellis lurking there. Yeah. So if they're sort of like line beyond that point, I feel a little bit more defensively comfortable within the game. I think if you go 1-0, 2-0 down, I think Potter has to switch to a back four, play a proper three-man midfield, and you just go for it. But in terms of this game, I would like to be a little bit more safer. I'd like to pack us because what you're doing with the back three is you're blocking their channels with width. You're forcing them down the middle, but when they go down the middle, you're matching them with three players. You're matching them with Mason Mount, Jorginho, and Kovacic. But this is a decision for Potter. He has to make this call. He has to understand, the way he wants to set out. And let's remind everyone, Arteta's record against Arsenal, against Chelsea is very good. Yeah, we know that. It's been all right. But what's his record against Potter like? Ask yourselves that question. Potter knows how to play Arsenal. Potter's very, very clever. But like I say to you, if you look at Arsenal's bench, what have they got? What real game changers have they got? Nowhere near the level of their first 11. So we have to like force their hand there, you know. Close them off. Don't give them time. You have to win the 50-50s, those second balls. You have to win them. You have to match them with the intensity on the pitch, on and off the ball. That's the key. I noticed against Zagreb, we weren't getting those second balls. We were that much off. We were two off. Every player two off. Can't be like that against Arsenal in the Premier League because it's a faster pace. It's a slower pace in Champions League. That's why I'm saying Zakaria, for me, although I like the fact that he's there to, sit, so to speak, but we've got Georgie sitting. So you've either got to give Georgie a slightly forward role and let Zakaria sit with Kovacic, Jorginho, have Mason Mount there, so it's almost like a diamond. I don't know, mate. This is a tricky one, and this is only tricky picking this team because of the formation, we don't know what Potter's going to go with, and also the personnel limitations. We've got personnel. I want to play Kai Havertz in this game. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I think Kai's got to play this game more than Aubameyang for me. More than Aubameyang. Because what Kai does, I think you can play with Aubameyang. He just gives you that extra work rate, dropping deep. He'll pull Gabriel and Saliba out of positions. He'll do that. Aubameyang's a bit too much of a focal point, although he's not that type of striker. But I think Aubameyang needs to be on the left side. If he wants to have an impact in the game. So we have to see what happens there. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. I've got a few things to address as well. Big up Lee in here as well. Big up to all you guys. This is the thing, guys. I think if you can hold off Arsenal's initial burst of intensity, pressure, and pace, and you command the midfield, and Mason Mount presses Partey. He has to press Partey. He can't give Partey too much of the ball because Partey's got a very good passing ability, long range, short range, and they rely on him as the anchor man, the guy who dictates, a bit like what we do with Georgie. But I think the difference with Partey and Jorginho is Partey's got the over the top balls. Georgie ain't quite like that. And that's why we want to Declan Rice, someone like that who's got the ability to ping balls over and cut a press out. I'm putting it down to I trust the gaffer. The bottom line is every single player that is going to be selected has to give their all. They need to be on their game. They need to not give the ball away cheaply. They need to be relentless in the way they play, and take chances. And taking chances is one thing that we don't do very well at the minute. But you're right, Trevor. They lost to United. A game really, in that moment in time, United were not in a good state. And they lost. They got found out. I think we need to play. Let's have it right. Chelsea are a possession-based team. We know that. Under Tuchel, we used to peg teams back, mate. 80% possession, take the play, quick ball recovery. Currently now, the way you beat Arsenal, because they're in form, you sit back a bit. Let them try and break you down. Invite them on, so to speak. But when you win that ball back, you need the outlets. And then you play into the spaces and on the shoulder. That's what I would do. What are you saying, Chelsea old boys here? 4-3-2-1. Mendy, Chalobah. Yeah, because Kepa's out, guys. Kepa's going to miss the World Cup. Kepa's out. Mendy, Trev, Silva, Cully, Cucurella, Zakaria, Kova, Georgie. Mount, Havertz, Sterling, Uber. You can't have, that's 12 players in there. Oh, Cover or Georgie. Okay, got ya. Okay. Cover or Georgie. I like that. The thing is, right, I do understand playing Zachariah, yeah? Because you know what? He's on confidence. He's playing on confidence. He's had his debut, played a very good game. Scored a goal. He was brilliant. Great recovery. We don't really have anyone like that in our team. I think you do need that in our team. So I don't disagree. I just think, is it throwing him in the deep end this game? Why not, actually? Why not? I mean, what other choices have we got? What other choices have we got? Zachariah, Cover. But George had a good game with Zachariah. George had a very, very good game with Zachariah. I thought he did very well. Do you know what I mean? I thought he did very well. I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. I'm struggling with this lineup. I'm struggling. It's like you either pick Zachariah or Loftus-Cheek for me. Or do we play Sterling right wing back? I don't even want to play him right wing back. But I know he's got pace. I know he's got work rate. I know he's an intelligent enough player to try and give protection to Trev. And he's got good ability to go forward, but as he's got to be on his A game if he's in that position. The thing is with Sterling up front, I like what you're saying, Havertz, Sterling, Uber. Because what you're doing there is you're allowing Havertz to be behind Sterling and Uber with Mount. So it's almost like you've got two 10s, but Mount will be the 8-10 because Mount will be in the midfield with a Cover and Zachariah. It could work. But that's a back four. It's a back four. FC guys, there's over 120 people in here. Smash the like button. Smash the like button to pieces. All right, let's bring something on because someone tagged me in this. I haven't even watched this. Obviously, you got to understand, guys. Stuff like this is it's just complete clickbait. Yeah, it's complete clickbait. What I'm going to put on now. Aubameyang better literally celebrate. If he don't celebrate, I'll be like, fuck off. Yeah, throw him in the deep end, it's sink or swim. At least we will know after the match if he's worth our time or not. It's the Premier League. We can't baby people. I get that. This is the Gaffer's call. Big up Mickey, Joy Boy in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Grow your minerals. Let's have it right. I'm close to the 4K. 4K. Get me to the 4K, guys. Get me to the 4K. All right. Let's bring this shit on. Let me just mud this muppet. Let's mud this muppet. All right, let's go.
That again? The day we sell Mason Mount is when our club will return, because our standards have dropped. Do people not forget in 2013 when we thought we have someone like Oscar, 12 games, 12 assists off the bench, right? But now we're looking at these players, Shai Havertz, Mason Mount. They got one.
What did Oscar do for Chelsea Football Club, guys? Remind me what Oscar did for Chelsea Football Club. What did he do? You're bringing up Oscar, a guy that went to China. What's Mason Mount done for Chelsea? He's won the Champions League, Super Cup, first player to score and assist in a quarter-final, semi-final, final Champions League and win it. He's won the Club World Cup, Super Cup. He's been our player of the season back-to-back. Was Oscar our player of the season back-to-back? Did Oscar win us the Champions League? No.
One assist every 3 games, and we're clapping our hands. our standards have dropped. If we want to get to the top, we have to get the top players. We're going to get
Right, get the top players. Why don't you get the players in the right positions, like a defensive midfielder? Why don't you get better wing backs? Why don't you get backup wing backs? Why are we singling out Mason Mount and Kai Havertz? That's what I'm saying about these plastic fans, bro.
we're going to get players who comes in
Absolutely
consistently gets us assists. I'm sorry, but this is a big club. This is the club where we need goals, we need assists. Having
This is a big club where those players you mentioned are the reason that we won the Champions League, fella. That's how we won the Champions League. With those two specific players that you're coming at, and you're saying we're a big club. Yeah, we're a big club. Do you know what? They made us an even bigger club by winning 2 stars. This is laughable. This is Muppet stuff, Muppet show.
having 1 goal in 4 games is not enough, and we paid 80 million for these players.
Have we been playing well enough as a team this year? Not really. It's a whole team issue. It's not individual player issue. It's not a Mason Mount issue. It's fellas like this, guys. Mason Mount is more proper Chelsea than this fella will ever be in his entire lifespan of supporting Chelsea. That's the first thing. The second thing is this is agenda. This is also the third thing. It's absolute clickbait. And then the fourth thing is this is coming from an Arsenal platform, which is triggering this kind of shit. And this is our supposed, let's have it right, our own Chelsea fans are saying this nonsense.
Kai Havertz, 80 million for him. He scored 1 goal in 4 games. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. But we talk about 1 goal in 4 games. Let's talk about the last 4 games. Let's talk about the fact that he's been played as a 10 and all the other times he's been playing as a false 9. Let's talk about him scoring the winning goal in the Champions League final. We will fucking talk about it because that's history. Let's talk about him scoring that Club World Cup penalty to win a trophy we'd never won, which completes the set for Roman, our Don. That got sanctioned. Let's have it right. Kai Havertz, clutch player, 23 years old, just 23 years old. These kids don't have patience. These kids don't have vision. These kids, they say they watch these players, but they don't fucking see the damn minerals in these players. They rather let me remind this guy Stans Kepa. He's Stan Kepa all this time. Yeah, this fella. Nonsense. The fact that I'm giving you airtime, fella, you should be fucking grateful. Yeah. But I'm only doing it because I'm mudding you right now as I speak. But this is the thing. We need to move on from players. If we sell Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, we can move on as a club. Go and tell me another player like Mason Mount in world football. You ain't going to find me one. You're going to name me stupid shit names that ain't done half the shit that Mason Mount's done. Mason Mount, man of the match, San Siro in 45 minutes. Because of Mason Mount, we won that penalty. Because of Mason Mount, we win that first half and then we win the game. And no one could outperform in the second half. And he wins it. He's won man of the match the other night against Zagreb. Absolutely run the show. Yeah? Because these guys don't understand Mason Mount. They don't understand Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz had them celebrating all the trophies. Had them celebrating that goal against Salzburg away, a wonder goal, beautiful goal. They suck on the piece of Kevin De Bruyne. But when it comes to Kai Havertz scoring a beautiful goal like that, yeah, I just want to see more of it. Well, fucking give him the chance, mate. Give him the chance. Play him in the number 10, and we get to see these roles. These guys will always be muddied. They'll forever be muddied. They want to be right, but these are clickbait merchants, guys. Clickbait.
I don't want that at this club. I want higher players with high expectations.
You can watch
high players with high expectations, the fella. High players with high expectations. Well, there you go. Plastic. That's what we call them. Plastics. Waffle merchants. Agenda merchants, no fucking respect whatsoever, defeats the object of being a supporter. You want to point fingers at Mason Mount, but disregard the whole fucking imbalance in the midfield. The fact that we're crippled with fucking no wing backs, yeah, completely hands tied. We've got no Reece James, now we've got no Chilwells, you know. This is the problem, guys. We don't pay attention to stuff like that, but I've got tagged so much in this fucking thing, sent this thing. So there you go. The Minerals FC mudding is done. We can move on from that nonsense. It's shocking. It's shocking. And these guys, these are sort of guys that will be sucking on the pipes of Arsenal fans. They're the sort of guys that will just completely mud their own club, disrespect their own club. So yeah, you know what I mean. But to bring up Oscar is laughable, mate. It's absolutely laughable. They don't mention that Mason Mount in 73 games, he's got 31 goals, and 173 games Frank Lampard's got 31 goals. They don't mention that. They don't want to mention these records here. Yeah, for a player that's been played out of position as well. The player that's highest stats and for God knows 29 GA that last year, the year before, beating Lampard on the last 3 years on GA. We don't talk about that, but what does that mean? Does that mean Lampard's not Chelsea level? Yeah, is that what it means? Lampard was playing in a fantastic team with a real core and backbone. Yeah, and that's how we won leagues. But Lamps and Terry and all that, they didn't win the Champions League for nowhere near at the age of 22. No, Mount was 22, yeah. Didn't win it at 22. You know, you have to respect that. Yeah. You acknowledge those fucking minerals, yeah? You acknowledge that. And you stop talking shit. Because it's poor, mate. It's poor. It makes you look like a fucking clown. You know them clowns, they wear them big red noses, bruv. I know Christmas is coming, but it's currently Guy Fawkes, isn't it? You know, and these lot are popping off these limp fireworks, mate. It's so poor, mate. It's so poor, mate. Anyway, we move on. Big up to, in fact, a lot of these people, I'll tell you this now, they want a fucking call from me. That's what they want. That's what they do it for. Well, there you go. You got that. You got mudded. Now you move on and take it like a fucking boy that you are. Can't believe Matt done it while I had to sit back on that preview while eating a ramen. Let's have it right, wrong. Well, fucking fat, you should have said something, bruv. Why aren't you saying something? Why don't you defend Mount? Instead of eating, put your food down, bruv, and fucking back our boy. Back our boy. Don't entertain people like that. I don't understand it, bruv. I get it. It's on an Arsenal channel. Whenever people bring up Mason Mount, it's a magnet for clicks. It's a magnet for the clicks. That's what it is, you know. But these people don't understand. They just get mudded. They end up like Rory Jennings when he goes, Haaland's not getting more than 15 goals. Lukaku's better and all this. Look at him now. Look at the state of the guy. The guy's been taken down, mate. He's so far down in the mud. There's no salvation there. There's no salvation. And even he's asking about what's Potter doing. Why is he playing Chilwell in that game? You know, and all this stuff. Yeah, well, who else are we going to play? You want to play Cucurella, who's in contention to play at Arsenal? Clearly, that's why Chilwell played. We don't talk about it. We don't think about context. Do you think the gaffer knew that he was going to get injured? No, he didn't know he was going to get injured. Who knew anyone's going to get injured? This is the way this league is this year. This season is relentless with the fixtures. It's inevitable that you're going to have injuries. We're just getting more and more at the minute because our players, unlike Arsenal last year, we were playing at the Bernabéus. We were playing the big Champions League nights. We were playing a lot. We got into 2 domestic finals. We played the Super Cup, the Club World Cup finals. We were going through all these competitions, playing extra games compared to any other team. Yeah. And the fatigue and this and that, it affects. Plus, we were sanctioned. Plus, we had Lukaku, the cement-booted rat. Final's bullshit. Let's also remind people like that. They go, oh, Lukaku doesn't get the service. He doesn't get the service. Yeah, doesn't get the service. But the geezer's a lamppost cemented on the pitch. He doesn't get any service. Poor, mate. Poor. That's a great point as well. When you talk about Mason Mount, right, that season under Lampard, yeah, it was his minerals, yeah, that scored that free kick against Wolves to settle the nerves in that game. And I remember that game perfectly clear. We were shaky. We had to win that game. He scored that free kick. And then he got the open play assist to Giroud to score the second goal, kill the game, qualify for what? What did we qualify for? That's right, the Champions League. What did we go and do the next year? That's right, he went and assisted and we scored the winning goal with Kai Havertz and we won the Champions League. We battered City, FA Cups as well, battered them, knocked them out. He had Fernandinho's on his fucking arse, bruv. Yeah, we had Kevin De Bruyne crying like a baby in the Champions League final, the world-class player that everyone expects to be at our club. We want that level, but Kevin De Bruyne had to develop. Where's the development time for Kai Havertz and Mason Mount? They're fucking still young. They're still young. Yeah, I'm going to show it, yeah? I'm going to show it. I showed it last night. I'm going to show it again because he's one of us. Yeah? He's one of us. You understand that? When you're one of us, this is how you celebrate the fans, yeah? This is what it's about being proper Chelsea. This is what it's about being proper Chelsea, bruv. You understand me?
My boys, see 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 my fucking boys. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You see my boys? You see my fucking boys? Mason!
Let's have it right, guys. Let's have it fucking right. Yeah? You want that player at your club, you should fucking leave this club. You should fucking go and support another club. Go and support Man City or go and support Arsenal. Go and support someone else, bruv, because you're clearly not a fucking supporter, bruv. Clearly not a supporter. Crying out loud. Fucking mug. All right. Big up Rodrigo in here. Carefree, Kev. DHL. Listen, let's have it right, yeah. Minnell's man, put him in a team that has the core and the finished article like a Manchester City. He's winning countless Premier Leagues. When is he ever going to be better? He's going to be better than Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, of course he is. He's got more Champions Leagues and Super Cups and Club World Cups than Kevin De Bruyne has. How about that? That's a good start for 23 years old. It's a very good start. Where was Kevin De Bruyne at 23 years old? Playing Bundesliga, was he? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Minnell's man. Johan fucking Minnell's man. Let's have it right. Let's show respect. Show respect. Let's have it right. We have to beat these Arsenal, yeah? These Arsenal, the Arsenal. Got to beat them, bruv. Got to beat him. He is consistent and clutch. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. And also, I want to bring up something else. And I don't understand the timing of this shit. I don't understand the timing of it. All right? This is typical brown envelopes. This is what they do. All right? So this is what came out today. Thomas Tuchel, I loved every day at Chelsea. It came to an end too early for me, but it was out of my hands. Let me go here. I'm sad because I think my job at Chelsea was not finished. I had a fantastic relationship with the players. We had a fantastic relationship with all the staff. We had overcome an incredibly demanding time in change of ownership and being sanctioned by the UK government. And before that, we had COVID-19, so it was pretty demanding, but it was also very, very bonding. Let's have it fucking right, yeah? You Tory Jennings, Ninis, all you fucking rats in the media coming at Thomas Tuchel, and he went through all this shit. You wrong-uns, mate. Fucking wrong-uns. building up a whole fucking campaign against Tuchel, you mugs. Talk Sport, fucking Sky Sports, all the platforms, all the brown envelopes, Matt Laws, all of you lot, call you all out. Simon Johnson, fuck off. All right. So we did this together, and I was in for the long run. I was ready to go on a long way because I felt happy, but the owners had a different idea, and you have to accept it. This is a historical part of the club, a historical moment at this football club, a moment that everyone likes to throw under the fucking bus. All the Arsenal fans, all the Spurs fans, all the fucking United, City fans, all the rival fans disregard this. If this ever happened to their football club, you wouldn't hear the fucking end of it, right? But it happened to Chelsea Football Club, and we experienced that. As a family, we experienced that. We went through it, and it was dark times. I remember, was it Babs? And he was bantering us going fucking down, and we didn't go down, did we? We didn't go down. They're all bantering. But let's see when it happens to you lot. I'll fucking banter you lot then. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. It is what it is. It's a situation. It's a historic situation. You don't fucking banter about that shit. You don't. Do you know what I mean? What's that all about? No sportsmanship, is there? So why the fuck do these Arsenal fans expect us to have respect for them? Fuck off. What are we having respect for you lot for? Respect you for what? Winning 12 games in the league. Fucking, you got to earn that respect. Go and get your fucking Champions Leagues, Club World Cups and European pedigree. Go and fucking continuously qualify for Champions League and challenge. Then you get respect. You don't get respect for starting 5 minutes in the Premier League. Let's have it fucking right. All these Arsenal fans are beyond themselves. They need to understand something about Chelsea, mate. What we built and what we have in our cabinet, you ain't going to see it. So whether you like it or not, you can hold on to your post-World War fucking Premier League titles and all that. But when it comes to Chelsea, Chelsea won it, mate. We've won the lot, the whole collection, shebang. Everything. Beautiful. We've won it all. So why should we respect you when you lot were fucking bantering us, wishing the worst on us that we get liquidated or put into the Championship? Let's not forget back in the day when they were the Bank of England and they tried to pay brown envelopes to make sure Chelsea never stay in the Premier League. Let's remember that. They did it with Spurs as well. All right, the corrupt fucking bastards. Ain't no Bank of England now. Bank of Cronkia, is it? Yeah. In fact, the highest net spend that Arsenal have had for a while. And they're 5th on the list. Chelsea are 10th. Think about that. So everyone wants to demand respect, but respect comes with longevity. Respect comes with titles and European elite pedigree. That's when you gain respect. Other than that, you're just another team in transition. Smash those likes. I said this, Rodrigo. We need to press relentlessly Partey. Do not let him have a sniff. Make him feel uncomfortable. Don't let him dictate the play. Don't let him play the over-top balls. Force him back. Fuck's sake. Put Ben White, Saliba, whoever it is, Gabriel, put them under pressure, mate. Put them all under pressure. Force them to the left and right backs. Fucking force it on their right back. They ain't got their top right back now. So force it on him. Put them on the cosh. Don't let them breathe. Don't let them think they got a fucking chance in this game. Put them under pressure. Make them make misplaced passes. That's how you got to play against Arsenal. You got to match it. You got to match that will to win. You got to match it. If you don't, then forget it. You'll lose. It's as simple as that. There's no 80% turn up. It's 119% turn up. And Arsenal have to do the same. They both have to be at the races if they want to win this game. This is what makes it a great game. Big up to all you guys in here. Let's have it right, Bazyan. You're right, Johnny. Henry Norris bought the success for Arsenal by paying the EPL to promote them to the EPL. In case Arsenal were an oil club and had no history before that, Arsenal fans have some. Yeah, they do. Bank of England. Bank of England. Yeah. Guys, I want 200 likes. Smash the like button. Get me to 200 likes. An hour of minerals I've landed here. An hour of minerals here. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Let's bring it on. Yeah, I will. When it comes to the brown envelopes, yeah, and all the rivals and all the way, I've heard some shit about Sterling. Yeah, I don't know who it was on Talk Sport, and he was having a discussion with that Lewis fella. Yeah, Darren Lewis, is it? And he was saying there's no way Sterling gets in the England squad or should go to the World Cup. Is he fucking stupid? Lewis was right. Darren Lewis was right. Of course he fucking plays. He was their most important player, biggest player in the World Cup. In the Euros, sorry. He was massive. He was so important. All right. We know he's got a little bit of inconsistency, but he brought it. He brought it. And he's playing for Chelsea. This geezer was like bringing up Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire can't even play for Manchester United. Ten Hag won't touch him with a barge pole. So what are you going to play Harry Maguire for? It's a different situation. This is what I'm saying. The clickbait, the agenda's putting pressure on Sterling. All right? All the fan base are putting pressure on Sterling. Get the fuck off his balls, mate. He's just joined our club. He's Pep's third highest goal scorer. Messi, Aguero, Sterling. Have some fucking respect. Understand the player we got our football club. He'll bring the minerals. He'll bring the minerals. Do you know what? I fancy Sterling against Arsenal. I do. I fancy Sterling. I fancy Minerals Mount. I fancy Kai Havertz. I fucking fancy Chelsea for this game. I fancy Chelsea for this game. I definitely do. Get those likes up. Like I say, get the likes up, bruv. Get it up for like you do for that, what's that bird? That Kim Kardashian or a Megan Fox. Get those likes up. Rock solid, yeah. There's no asterisks here. All right. That doesn't get you, yeah. So get those likes up. None of that nonsense. Get the likes up. Smash it. 200 likes. That's what I want. I want 200 likes. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'm very close to the 4K. Get the Minerals FC to 4K. Let's have it right. Land it. Land it. And I'm going to let you all know later on at the end of the show. I'm going to put on my socials the show tomorrow. It's going to be a nice, juicy one. We're going to get into that one. So you've got something. Be around, guys. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. You make sure you're live and kicking. Let's have it right. Yeah, TalkSport hate Chelsea. You're right. I know that. They fed the campaign against Tuchel, mate. Yeah, the Invincible thing is a lovely trophy. It's not a trophy. It's a great achievement, but it's not a trophy. Respect to him. Fair play. It's a record. But we don't give a fuck about records. We care about what's in our cabinet, mate. That's what we care about. We care about what's in our cabinet. That's all nonsense. Listen, I'm not going to discredit Arsenal. They're playing very well, guys. You know, I'm not going to be an idiotic fan. They're playing well. They're in form. They've got something going with Arteta. But they're not winning the league. I don't even think they get top 4. I just don't. I think they get 3-4 injuries and they're going down, mate. They're going down. Listen, Aubameyang hat-trick, and I'll tell you what, I'm drinking all their tears. Literally, I'll be drinking all their tears. You see this? This is a cookie, yeah? You can see the cookie crumble. And Chelsea are going to be the start of that cookie crumbling. Let's have it right. Isn't it a goal drought for Haaland? I'm sure it's a goal drought at a minute. Isn't Jesus got a goal drought, guys? When was the last time he scored? This is what I'm going to play now. This is how Potter's got to be now with Chelsea. This is how it's got to be. This is how Potter's got to be with Chelsea and all the brand.
Well, first of all, I just want to address you people in front of me. The Dailies had some of his banned for a few weeks, and to be honest, we get fed up with it. Your job is to tell the truth, right? That's your job. You can quote me when I'm accurate about things I have said. I'm not going to have you twisting everything I say, okay? So the next time it's finished, you don't ever get back in, okay? I make that clear to you. You don't get back in. Finished. I'm fed up having to read papers and talk things I say, and I know I've said, and you completely twist it around, lie. Your job is to tell the truth. That's your job as a journalist. And if you can't do that, you're in the wrong job. Okay?
So have it right. It's exactly what it's about, guys. I want to see that fineness. I want to see that. That's how you've got to be with the brown envelopes. You can't be wishy-washy with these lot. You've got to fucking land it on them. Because they don't give a fuck about Chelsea. They hate Chelsea. All right? They cannot stand Chelsea. Everything they do is to put Chelsea down. They want their beloved Arsenal at the top. They want their beloved Manchester United at the top. They want City just continuing. Because the brown envelopes are getting flown about. Brown envelopes, even Spurs. Even Spurs. They just about done it. The wig merchant just about done it in the stands. Looked miserable, didn't he? Wasn't jumping up and down with his legs open on all his staff. Sitting in the stands and had to humble himself because he was wetting it. He was thinking they're going to bottle it. He's thinking Kalani's right. Fuck. It's the history of Tottenham. It's the history of Tottenham. And may that long live. May that long live. Big up John in here. Big up John Doe in here. Let's have it right. Big up to you, geezer. It's been 8 games since Jesus scored. Is that correct? Right. But you see, does he contribute, guys? Does he contribute to the team? He does. He does contribute to the team. So why is it all right? Why is it all right that no one will talk about that? They'll just talk about his goals, right? So you've got to apply that same energy to Mason Mount. You've got to apply that same energy to Kai Havertz or Sterling, you know. It's what you do for the team as well as what you give in sense of goals and assists, yeah? It's too underappreciated. It's all statistics nowadays. That's what it's all about with these mugs. We know Tuchel loved Chelsea, but listen, look at the timing. Look at the timing from the brown envelopes putting out about Tuchel and his comments about Chelsea. Why do we as Chelsea fans want to hear that now? We know how Tuchel felt about our club. We know this. And the fact that he didn't even mention nothing about PSG, let's have it right. He never tweeted on his Twitter. His official account he didn't use for 2 years. All right? Didn't even tweet leaving PSG, yeah? As soon as he left Chelsea, he wrote three major tweets about thanking us, the fans, the players, everything about Chelsea, yeah? And now he's talking more and more about Chelsea. But it's come at a time where we've got a big game. He's added. Do you not understand what this does? The brown envelopes are adding pressure onto Potter already. Look how relentless they are. You think I'm stupid? That's exactly what they're doing. I know these guys like clockwork. They're doing it to put pressure on Chelsea for the game on Sunday. This is why this article comes out now. On top of, by the way, we're going to report, Chilwell's out for 8-12 weeks. Cheers, guys. Reece James might be coming back for the World Cup. Might be. You know, he wants to be admitted for the part of the squad. Yeah. Who else is there? Who else is there, guys? Kante we know about. What more shit do you want to pile on Chelsea Football Club? What more shit? The timing is always the same story with these brown envelopes. They love to lap it on. They love it. Smash the likes, guys. Smash those likes. So this is my thing, guys. Yeah, Kante as well. Kante's out. He's out till February, probably. He's out till February. I know this, Henry. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Yeah, it's the brown envelopes. It's always been the brown envelopes. Chelsea old boys, my geezer. If we lose with those arseholes, I will super chat 50 quid to the chosen Minerals FC favoured charity. I'm confident I won't, but we win. I'll send 20 quid up to Chelsea. Big up to you, Chelsea old boys. Big up to you. Big up to you. We ain't losing. We're not going to lose this game. I'm saying we might draw it. We might draw. I say under no circumstances are we losing it. If Arsenal, the funny thing is, Arsenal have to win. Arsenal have to win if they want to be taken serious. A draw's not good enough, Arsenal. Arsenal in form. The informed team should be winning. So really, the pressure's on Arsenal, not Chelsea. We know we're not playing that great. The pressure's on Arsenal, on Arteta. Big up to you, Chelsea old boys. Fuck all the doubters. Fuck all the doubters. All right. 2-0. Do we think we keep a clean sheet, guys? Do we think... I think we have to... If we're going to beat them, we have to keep a clean sheet. Yeah, I do. I agree with that. But we went 1-0 down against Zagreb and we came back and won the game. Come on, Kai. King Kai. Let's have it right. The Star Boys. Let's have it right. Let's land it. Look at that trophy we're holding now. Look at that trophy. Beautiful. Look at that trophy there. Our ballers, mate. Our ballers. All right, Martinez scores, but we win 3-1. Uber, Havertz and Mount to score. I think it's going to be a tight game, guys. It's going to be a tight game. If I'm being honest. We've just got to keep them out. First half an hour of the game. Let's go Stretters. 2-1. Sterling, Havertz, and Mount 2 assists. I fancy, for some reason, I do fancy Sterling and Kai to score. I actually do. I don't think it'd be high scoring, guys. I don't think so. I mean, they're not. The thing is, Arsenal ain't really leaking goals. They're not leaking goals. And I think we will surprise. I think we'll surprise, and we need to be rocking at the bridge on Sunday, mate. Need to be rocking, yeah. So Bobby's gone for Mendy, Cucurella, Mendy, Cucurella, Silva, Chalaba, Asby, Zachariah, Georgie, Cover, Mount, Havertz, Uber. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone's going with a 4 at the back. Do we think we played a 4 at the back? Yeah, it could be a draw. Could be a draw, and that's a bad result for them. It's a bad result for them. But we've come off a win in the Champions League, so I'm glad we've played a game after losing to Brighton where we've gone and won, and we went behind in that game, and we still went and won. We should have won 4-4-1, really. Uber had a great chance, hit the crossbar. Gallagher should have scored. And who was there? Was one more of a chance, if I can remember. Potter has a very good record against Arteta. What if Potter goes and lands the minerals, guys? What if he goes and lands the minerals and we beat Arsenal? Let's have it right. We've got to back the gaffer. Even if he loses, you've got to back the gaffer. Either way, don't work like that. Wow, is this true? William Casemiro called me and said, man, the Premier League is amazing. Thiago Silva, the Chelsea defender, keeps telling me if I'd known it was like that, I would have definitely come earlier. Fuck. Big up, Audrey. No, but Casemiro spent a lot of money on Casemiro United. Spent a lot of money, 70 odd million, big wages. But he's a world-class player. He's a world-class player. I think if we had Casemiro in our team, changes our dynamics. Definitely does. That's what I'm saying, guys. We're missing that player. We're not the full ticket yet. We're close, but we're not. We've never been ready for the Premier League. Listen, if we're not ready for the Premier League, what the fuck makes Arsenal and Spurs fans think that they're ready for the Premier League? I don't understand the delusion, man. Get it. And we know from last year, the experience. We know. Yeah, but I know you say Zachariah deserves a chance, right? But this is the thing. I've noticed, like in the past year, a player that hasn't played, he plays a Champions League game or midweek game and he plays really well, and then you throw him into another game and it don't work the same because it's a different animal. Arsenal game's a different animal altogether. So you have to put that into context. We have to see what happens, guys. We have to see what happens. All right, I might put the link out for a little 20 minutes or whatever. If I don't know you, you ain't coming on. If you don't show yourself before you come on to know that you're not a mug or a troll, you ain't coming on. Before I do that, I need to take a leak. So bear with me, guys. Hold the fort, yeah. Hold the fort, yeah. Like and subscribe. I'll be back in 2 ticks, yeah. All right, let's have it right. It's too much juice, mate. Too many minerals, bruv. And yeah, it needs to go. It needs to go down. All right. Let me put it in there. I'll do like a 20-minute roller. Before you do, hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. What are we on? Let's get up to the 200 likes. It's poor. We need to get that up. Need to get that up, guys. Jesus or Uber? What in a combined 11? I'll probably say Jesus at the minute because he's got more assists than Uber, but Uber's not played as many games. Let's have it right, Chelsea down. We are the minerals. We are the minerals. We definitely are, and I don't doubt us. I don't doubt us. All right, Geezer.
All right, John.
How we doing?
How are you, my friend? Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Loving everything what you're saying on the show, man. We are the minerals. We've got to be faith in our team. This Sunday, all the Arsenal fans are bigging up, saying they're going to smash us 5-0. That we are the lower club. Everything, man. Just taking the piss out of us, and I'm just fed up with it, John. Fed up with it, mate.
Well, listen, let them take the piss. Let them take the piss. Let them be arrogant because they should know by now. Every time they're like that, they get muddied.
Yeah.
You know, for us, really, if we can't beat them at home, it's not good enough. Either way you look at it, it's just not good enough. It's not respectable. You know,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
got to go out there and win the game. You're at home. I can understand if you're playing away. You know, it's a little bit more of a different task. But to be at home, no, I know we've got all these issues, but it doesn't matter. These are the issues. You've got to deal with it. You know, this is what we're about. No matter what. When we didn't have Terry in the Champions League final and we won it, you know,
Yeah.
it was our best
We
ever
had
defender.
we had a lot of players when we didn't have it in a final like with Terry and that, and we still won it.
Yeah,
But the thing is with John, yeah, with what we got, like Favano out, Kepa out, Ben Chilwell, Chile, who else is out? Kovacic might be out for this Sunday's game because we've heard he might have a little slight knee injury, but we don't know. There's a few players. We've got the curse at Stamford Bridge for a minute with the injuries, but we've still got talented players. We've still got like Mason Mount. We've got Kai Havertz. We've got Aubameyang. Got Sterling. Got Cucurella. Got Koulibaly. Got Trevor. We've got Mendy. Mendy, right? He has to bring his form against Arsenal on Sunday because he's still our main guy from last season.
yeah.
Yes, he's had a bad spell. But come on, man, these fake Chelsea fans, man, flipping giving the shit to Mendy. Oh, look what he's done, like the season. All goalkeepers do it, John. All goalkeepers do it. Look at Alisson last season. He had a shit poor one for the last 5-6 games, and he came back to his best. And you've got the likes of Edison who's done it, but it's football. The fan base these days is more morals they have to beat. They play every single game now. They don't have like days of what we used to have, but back in the day where it used to be weeks off, like for training sessions. And then they have a week off, and then in the weekend it's just be a game, or a Sunday it used to be a cup game. It's all changed now. It's all changed, and the VAR with all the crap going on with VAR, paying a lot of money on the VAR, and that could go to the championship. Help the championship football teams who's struggling like from a financial basis. There's been loads of championship clubs being shut down because they couldn't afford to run the financial basis and all that lot. But this is football. We're a Chelsea football club. Yeah, and we're the biggest club. We've done it all. We've done all the trophies in our club. We've completed the cabinet. Literally completed it. So how dare Arsenal could say we're a low club and they're running the streets at Arsenal because they don't.
The thing is, Arsenal have done nothing. They've done nothing for the last God knows how long. It's only now after 12 games. It's like they're. Do you know what it is? They're trying to build this aura and this spirit around them that they believe, yeah. And they're trying to do this Leicester thing. That's what they're trying to do. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. But irrespective, you got a World Cup in this season. You're going to have injuries. You will have injuries. Not you're telling me that Arsenal players are all going to last throughout the season. It don't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. And when those injuries come, you might get through a few games, depending on how long they're out. You know, but if they're out for four games, 5 games, you're not going to play the way you played when you've got them in your side. That's the same with us with Reece James, Kante. These are irreplaceable players. These are players that bring a whole different dimension to our squad and our team. You know, you lose these players and it automatically it weakens you. But I want to know, what are the weaknesses of Arsenal? Because when I look at Arsenal, I think their weakness is their centre forward in the sense that he's very small. We should be able to deal with him. He's going to try and be like a bit wiry, you know, fidgety, try and agitate our defenders, try and be nippy and clever with his movement and that. But Silva's elite, yeah, and he knows he's Brazilian. He knows how Jesus plays. The other thing is Saka, another small player, Martinelli. They want pace. They want to be on one-on-one situations, or they want to get in the penalty box to try and get you a foul because they're playing with their tails up. They're in form. So what have you got to do? You've got to stop these situations, firstly, prevent them from happening, and their right back's out. That's a weakness. Whether you like it or not, that right back, is he Japanese or whatever? I don't know what his name is.
He's Towarski. He's out now. He's out now, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's been pivotal, very important to their back line, from what I've seen anyway. He's a very, very good player for them in their system. Zinchenko's been out and they got away with it because they've got Tierney. What happens to Zinchenko? Does he come back in or does Tierney still? So, you know, you've got they're not a big side. Apart from Xhaka and Partey, they're not very physical side.
Partey's one of their best players for me, John. I've got a mate who's an Arsenal fan, and I say to him all the time, who do you reckon is your most strengthened player on the pitch out of all them lot? And he goes, to be fair, Dan, the players you see look shit, but they're doing well. But Thomas Partey is our main guy. That's the only most guy that is better on the pitch. He said Akaka is having a good time. He's having a good time. But he said, look at Akaka, like 2 seasons, he's been crap for us, and now he's doing really well. But like he said, your Chelsea squad are much better than Arsenal squad to doubt. You've got the likes of Koulibaly, you've got the likes of him. But he said, like, Dan, like you're building a process at your club for a minute because with Potter, it's basically a balanced process. He's got to figure out what formation we've got to find out what's the best formation for us. And if he, for a minute, it's just building a process, and he should found it, and he should open his eyes from Sagsbag game. That's the formation we should play.
This is the thing, right? we've taken a step further back in delay because if we had Tuchel, we'd be already on that process, right? But now we're with Potter. It's all the whole start from scratch again, and he's got to assess his
Yeah, of course
squad.
it
My
is.
thing with Potter is, I think he's good enough to get us top four, and I think he will. All right. I think this is a big game for him. Like I know AC Milan was a big game, and United's a big game, but this is a bigger game for me because of the condition we're in, and I want to see how he problem solves these
It's got a
issues that
better.
we've
It's got a better record. Potter's got a better record than Arsenal, John.
Yeah, I know he
It's
has,
lit
but
with
that's
Brighton.
with a Brighton team, though. That's a Brighton
Yeah.
team.
But we still got the main quality players at Chelsea. We should easily go out there and do them this Sunday, John. And I think we will. I think if he gets the formation right for Havertz, like his way he's been doing at the back of number 10, well at the back in between the middle of Aubameyang, and
It'd be hard for them
Sterling.
to track him. They wouldn't be able to track him.
They wouldn't track him. No, they wouldn't track him. But if they could put Havertz in a ring with Aubameyang and Sterling, then it's going to be a totally different story because Sterling and Havertz just came out on Twitter and pulled their heart out to Potter. Please put us in the best position where we play. Sterling said to Potter, "I'm not a wing back. I'm a winger. That's my favourite position." And he's done it for he's done it with lights for Liverpool. He's done it for lights for Man City. And look how when he cuts in, he does it good. And Havertz, when he plays behind Aubameyang as a number 10, you see a different style play what Havertz does.
No, he's a different animal, and he's more confident
Yeah.
right now. You can see there's confidence. He showed it as a grab. He's got confidence, the kid, and he's a baller.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, right? The way you win and lose this game is the midfield. And I actually think if you put them under enough pressure and you aggravate them enough, a Shaka is that type of player. You get a red card. He'll get a red card. He'll do something. He'll lose his head.
Yes.
He's one of them players. In a derby, he'll lose his head. And if you can rattle him, if you rattle that geezer, you got every opportunity. You know what I mean? Don't let him play in the midfield. Don't let him dominate in the midfield. It's as simple as that. It really is.
My mate said the Solari as the centre back. If you make him angry, he could get red card and all. Because he says about Ben White being right back, and he ain't a right back. He's a centre back, and he said that's the only most poor position what Arsenal struggles is at the right side because Ben White's playing as a right back.
Well, he's in Arteta's system. They both invert, don't they? The left back and right back. They become part of the midfield. Yeah, and that's probably why they like him. But I mean, listen, Arsenal don't know how we're going to play, mate. They don't know who we're picking. That's the thing. Yeah.
If we play three at the back, yes, big up my brother Dills. If we play three at the back, big up Johnny. Yeah, if we play three at the back, Johnny. If we play three at the back, I think we're going to struggle, mate.
Well, it's touch and go, mate. You play back four, then you're being more exposed, even though you're matching the midfield. But have you got the recovery in your midfield to protect your back four? And I don't think we do, unless you play maybe Zachariah, maybe. But he's not.
I wouldn't want Trevor there. Yeah, I wouldn't want Trevor there. I wouldn't want Trevor out wide back.
So who's in your Johnny? Who's in your defence?
Well, I'm going back three, so I'm going Cucurella left wing back, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Trev Chalobah, and then I was going to play Loftus-Cheek right wing back.
Yeah. The smart way
because Ruben Loftus-Cheek can play as a right wing back. He does well there. He's done it with Thomas Tuchel. But this is what I was saying earlier. When I was doing my show earlier, innit, Dills? Yeah, I was doing my show earlier, and I had Arsenal fans, and then and they're talking about Thomas Tuchel, and like, oh, you lost, and then there's like they're throwing back that we lost against Leeds and we lost against like the Southampton, and then the Sabah, and Thomas Tuchel got sacked. But I said the thing this year with Thomas Tuchel, he was our best manager that we've ever had at Chelsea. He loves the football club. He talks about the football club. And Todd Bowley did the wrong decision because Thomas Tuchel could have turned it around. But I said, no, that's the past. Don't bring up the past. We've got now Potter in, who has actually got a good record for us. He's only lost one game, And he actually, and who was the manager? Who's the quite of a manager to come out and balls it up? Actually, on Sky Sports News, said he fucked up the formation. He got the wrong team out the week, and he messed up, and he's never gonna do it again. You don't see any other managers in the Premier League say that. Porter
No.
came out and said that. Porter
Well,
actually came out and said that.
Tuchel's done that before, but I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Thomas
respect him
Tuchel.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, the problem-
Thomas Tuchel said that.
See, the problem is, if we actually got backed in the summer properly with Tuchel, I reckon we wouldn't have had these problems. If we got Declan Rice, wouldn't have happened. A lot of issues wouldn't have happened.
You're right,
Yeah,
there,
of
Deals,
course.
bro.
Yeah, of course. He never got back. He never got back to Providence. He
Yeah.
was never going to get backed, and Tuchel knew that. They had a different idea and vision. Their vision is now Graham Potter, but they have to learn very fast that the media, no matter what, whether he's an English manager or not, they hate Chelsea. So it does make a difference, mate. Potter's been recommended because of the potential and the blueprint that he has. Yeah, but that takes time. Are they prepared to give him time? This is the thing. It's almost like you've got to sacrifice winning and quick changing to deliver to get the players rebooted every time. Go through that to actually get a long sustainable period of success, as opposed to just quick success, up down, little bursts, little moments where we want longevity. Look at City; they're dominating. We need to dominate like that. Even Liverpool are struggling. They're not re-implementing and reinvesting in the team correctly. They're not properly backing Klopp. So now they're starting to fall off because let's have it right. Their squad needs to be refreshed, man. And the same squad's not going to continue. Don't look at City. How many times they always buy a player, they always sell a player and buy someone else in. They've always got a plan ahead. And they execute that plan, and that's why they keep at the top. And Fergie used to do that all the time. They win the Premier League title. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 players in and get rid of this player and that player and reshuffle it and refresh it. Or he'd be ruthless and show the backing, and he'd get rid of a Beckham. He'd get rid of what's his name, Yap Stams and Roy Keanes and big players. He just gets rid of them. He got rid of Ruud van Nistelrooy because Ruud van Nistelrooy fell out with Ronaldo. Just got rid of him, binned him off, and the geezer was fucking clinical as you like, So is Potter going to get back like that? I don't know. That has to be seen.
It's the fan base, isn't it? There's loads of haters.
You've
There's
got to
loads of
sack off the
haters.
fan base. You've got to sack them off because let's have it right. The fan base were all Tuchel, back Tuchel, yeah. And then what did the brown envelopes do? And the media do? They projected the doubt, the questioning, the pressure. Oh, we spent money. Oh, this, oh that, right? Oh, the owners are backing him. Were they? Fuck, no chance. Because he wanted Ronaldo, the owners. Yeah, they wanted Ronaldo. They were thinking of the dollar signs, the pound signs. Yeah, all right. But they weren't thinking about what Tuchel wanted. Tuchel said no. All right. Tuchel came out and said he's not. I'm not signing off a player like that. He ruined my dressing room. This and that. All right. And they still kept going back to him. The moment they signed Ronaldo, it proves Tuchel doesn't get back. They didn't do that. They played it smart. But after that period, come towards when we were looking at Cucurella, which was out of the blue. Cucurella was completely out of the blue because we were all told he's going Man City. Yeah, he only wanted Manchester City. And then all of a sudden we put in a bid in, and then you had that whole brown envelope. I went mad. Remember when Fabrizio put "Here we go" and it wasn't a "Here we go." Yeah, because they were sorting out the Colwill deal for loan, whereas they wanted to buy him. And then Brighton came out and tweeted. What did they tweet? They said Cucurella is not. There's no agreed deal with Chelsea for Cucurella. There's, in other words, there's no. Here we go. Fabrizio was fucking wetting his pants, replying to all little small accounts on Twitter because he was shitting it. His whole reputation was on the line. Now the deal was going to go through, but why? Why does it get to that point? Why is all this? Where's this with Manchester City and Haaland and shit like that? Why is it always Chelsea have played around in the market? Koundé, we never bid for Koundé. We were used to get them a better deal. Who comes out after signing for their new club to talk about Chelsea, bruv? What player does that? You talk about the club you're signing for. You don't talk about, oh, this club, yeah, they really wanted me, and go into detail about it. You don't have Sevilla's director of football coming out and writing a fucking whole thread report on what happened with Chelsea when the brand envelopes tell you that you've accepted a lower bid from Barcelona than a higher bid than Chelsea. It doesn't make any sense. It's illogical, yeah? So you've got all this, and then there's no backing. And then there's a divide from the results starting at the start of the league after we lost to Arsenal in the friendly, yeah? And I could tell, I watched the first friendly and then I watched the second friendly before the Arsenal one. And I could tell from the second one, we're nowhere near ready for the start of the league. I could tell. All right. And when we played Arsenal and it went like that, and Tuchel then came out and said, we're not ready to compete. All right. He's not being disrespectful to us, but at the same time, he's being realistic, bruv. He's being realistic about where we are.
I was at the tour, John. I was at the tour this season in America. Watched the Chelsea Arsenal game.
You can tell they weren't ready.
They weren't ready. No. And when I went there, because I've got family live out in America, and where the pitch was just like 10 minutes down with my family's house, and I went there, watched the game, and I looked at it, and then like all these Arsenal fan bases, oh, we smashed you 4-0. I said, God sake, this is a pre-season. This is only a training ground. You're bigging up because you smoked us 4-0 in a pre-season tour, and I'm thinking,
what they got to realize.
Oh my God!
As well, yeah. What they got to realize is, yeah, they didn't play the proper Chelsea.
No, they didn't.
They didn't play the proper Chelsea.
We had the reserve team out deals. We had some of like the big guns out, and then we had like the team from the 23 side playing in that system. It was like Tuchel was swapping all the players around in like every 45 minutes. It's like,
but he was also trying to let Bowley know, I need these players. He didn't get the players he wanted. Cut a long story short, is that the Chelsea platforms, YouTubes, the media, they fed into and like kickoffs and all these big platforms. All right, that they start a narrative. Are Chelsea on the decline with Tuchel? That was the first one. Then after that, you got Rory Jennings, because I've mudded them all. I've called them all out. I've done reactions.
Journalists.
No. Nini
as well. With Goldbridge and completely threw Tuchel under. Not one of them mentioned sanctions. Not one of them mentioned the
Frank Ferriers. I think it was Frank Ferriers, who's a journalist. He came out the Chelsea system about, Thomas Tuchel wanted all these players like Lewandowski, Conde. And I'm thinking Conte, if we wanted Conte, John, we'd have got him season back before that. We would have got him season back before that, but we didn't want him.
Marina target. That was a Marina old target. And the funny thing is how the Barron envelopes got muddied. Is that Matt Laws and all that came out and said Tuchel doesn't want Koundé, right? And then they come out and report, Chelsea are very close to Koundé. We're in for the bid. They got muddied by their sources because the sources were orchestrated from Mendes, who was the one doing the deal for Sevilla with Koundé for Barcelona, to get Barcelona, who didn't have a pot to piss in, to squeeze out as much juice out of them to get the highest deal. That's the way it goes. But they won't tell you that. This is the minerals I'm landing. But the thing is, my point is that the fan base got divided because on Tuchel, and that was the moment Bowley could go and make the axe on Tuchel, to bring in Potter, because they already had Potter lined up.
They did. Do you reckon it was from?
This is a team. This is a team.
Johnny. Do you reckon it was from the Cucurella deal? That's when they started the plan about Potter.
I think it was before that, personally, but
do you know what I think about it, John? Do you know what I think with Pep Guardiola wanted that Cucurella, right? He wanted him at Man City, but there was a system. They didn't want to pay 50 million for him. They didn't want to pay 50 million for him. So Todd Bowley decided we'll pay the 50.
No, they could pay it, but financial fair play couldn't justify it because they spent over 300 on Haaland.
Oh, is it? I thought they didn't pay. They didn't want to pay 50 million because he weren't worth that money.
Well, that's what they say, but the reality is the Haaland deal wasn't just 62 million.
Yeah, okay.
So you got to look at the whole context. I mean, I know they sold Sterling for 45 or whatever, and Jesus for 40. But that's still not enough. They've got high wages at their club. They got high wages, but the thing is, irrespective, Tuchel was cheated there. He got pissed off with them clearly because they kept wanting certain players. He didn't want these players, so there was no intention. I think he knew, although he loved the club, he loved the players. He knew that he wasn't going to get the actual backing to build a team he wants to build, and that's where you think to yourself, "What's the point? What's the point? I've been through all this shit. What's the point?" So,
Do you think the same will happen in
see-
January? Do you think the same will happen in January, Johnny, with the red envelopes? Do you reckon the brown envelopes? Do you reckon they will start talking the rubbish that they was in the summer? Exactly the same stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to bring up Frankie de Jong. They'll bring up Declan Rice. They'll bring up Bellingham's now. Matt Law's already started that ball rolling on Bellingham.
Trossard
is what you.
Yeah, all these players. But listen, let's have it right. You got Nkuku, you got Leao, you got Alvarez. A lot of players.
Good Virgil. Good Virgil.
Which I think we need to sign. But these are the thing is, I'm not interested in transfer window. I'm interested when the website announces who we've signed, and let's see who these players are and what are these Potter players. I want to see if they're Potter players. But until that happens, you know what I mean.
See what I say, John. What I say, I like to see them actually be at the Stamford Bridge ground wearing the top before we sign these contract players. Not going and blag it. Oh, we've got this player, and next minute, 10 minutes down the line. Because remember that player what we was meant to be getting. We was meant to sign him 2 seasons ago, John. After when we was after the transfer, we was banned from that transfer. When we started to buy Havertz in and the likes of Lukaku. There was a player that we was going to get. They said he's been signed and done for a 5-year contract, but he wasn't even at the Stamford Bridge ground wearing a Chelsea top. And I'm thinking that's false news. I can't remember his name. It's the player from we was getting from the Spanish league, and he was meant to be coming to Chelsea, but we didn't sign him. We didn't sign him at the time.
John, talking about the Arsenal,
blind influence, man.
Go on, Geezer.
Go on. Yeah, talking about the Arsenal game. Now, I think we can win the game. There's a lot of our fan base putting us down, saying that we're not gonna win. Like I hear a few of our fan base putting us down already, and they need to be confident, because this is a London derby, right? We can turn up, What's the point, of saying, "Oh, look, Arsenal are gonna walk over us"? No, they're not. They're not going to walk over us. We're going to make it hard for them on Sunday, and it's going to be tough. They're not going to break us down. Trust me, it's going to be a tough game come Sunday.
Anyone down tall in our club, then they need to shut the fuck up. Simple as that. I mean, you can't respect your club and think if you don't go into every game or you go into games or you're sitting down to watch games wherever you are. And you think, oh, we're just going to lose. What's the point in fucking putting on that TV? What's the point in paying for your ticket to go and watch it? You go to every game because you believe you can win every game. Chelsea are winners. Chelsea's mentality and the model that we've been built upon for all these years is a winning mentality. The players don't lose that mentality overnight. These players have got the winning mentality. They've won the Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup. They've got one Europe League. They won the Premier League. We've still got some of those players there. So we have to respect that and understand that the mentality is grassroots that runs through to our youth. Minnals, Mount, Reece James, they have that mentality. They've been brought up with that mentality. So now they carry on that Romans mentality into the team now because they're fresh blood. People disregard that. That's pedigree, mate. That's what you need in your club, within the backroom staff, within your team. Forget about your manager right now, but the players themselves, the ones that are on the pitch. Azpilicueta's won it all. Do you know what I mean? He's the one player that's won it all. Literally won it all. I would like to see my captain play against Arsenal because I think you need Asby like. You know what I mean? The fucking general. The problem is he might not play because in this sort of game you get run ragged because of his legs. I get that, but he can still be influential on the bench. He can still be influential in the dressing room. All right, and you've got players like Mount, very very headstrong. Kai Havertz very mentally strong. Right, Uber needs to dig out his minerals in this game.
100%.
Uber,
He's been talking a lot.
Uber's got
He's
a
been
lot
talking a
to.
lot.
Fuck
He's
all
been
that
talking.
talking. I
Yeah,
hate it. It's nonsense.
yeah.
You know, you go on that
Mm.
pitch. If you don't score, you look like a mug. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you're my
Mm.
player right now, but you got an Arsenal tat on you, geezer. Yeah. You got that fucking number
Yeah.
14. All right. It's not an Arsenal tat, but you know what it represents. The number 14 is Henri. Yeah. Arsenal. Right. You've got that on your arm. You need to fucking move that off, sharpish, shack it off, and go at the bridge. And fucking, when you score a goal, you kiss that fucking Chelsea badge
Yes,
in
yeah.
front of those away fans, and you show it that you really want to be here and you're here to win. Because this club, when you went to Arsenal, it ain't that mentality here, mate. The mentality at Chelsea is you walk through that door, you got to win, mate. You got to win, otherwise you're gone. And
I think it was a panic buy. I think he was
don't-
Aubameyang was a panic buy. I think he
of
was a
course he
panic buy
was,
Yeah.
too.
and they used
Yes.
him. They used
And
him with
it wasn't too cool.
name to get
It
in.
wasn't too cool. It wasn't too cool. Tuchel was never part of that deal. I don't get the fact that
It was
it's a bit weird.
Todd
It's a
Bowley
bit
used
weird.
him. Todd Bowley
It's a
used
bit-
him. Todd Bowley.
Don't you find it a
Todd
bit
Bowley
weird?
using deals.
Don't you find it a bit weird? Yeah, his name come out all of a sudden, out of the blue. No one knew about it.
Mm.
Yeah, no one knew about it because no one was talking about it. Right? It came out of the blue, out of all of a sudden. Yeah. First it was Frankie De Jong, then it was Aubameyang. Now that tells me
Big up,
something
geezer.
funny
Nice
was
to
going
see
on.
you in here,
Big up
mate.
Daps.
Nice to see
Big
you.
up Daps.
Yeah, big up Daps. Big up Daps. Yeah, FC Daps from my Bridget. Yeah, but the thing is, Dills, yeah, what I think is, John, yeah, with that Bamyang situation with Thomas Tuchel, yeah, he was Todd Bowley was getting Aubameyang to get in for Thomas Tuchel, so he could get Aubameyang in and use Thomas Tuchel for that buy. And then once he got that Aubameyang in, then he sacked Thomas Tuchel.
Every
Because
player they brought in is they used Tuchel. Sterling, for me, Sterling maybe come. I think Tuchel maybe wanted Sterling, but I wouldn't say it was at his top of his priority list. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as that. But I think when you sell Lukaku and you sell Werner, you need to bring someone in. You need to bring
I know
quality.
I know he wanted Fofana in. Thomas Tuchel wanted Fofana over Conde, and Todd Bowley wanted Conde over Fofana. Thomas Tuchel wanted Fofana in. That was 100%. I know that for.
He's a baller.
Yeah, because he's got the
he's
most
young.
of talent. He's going to be because he's going to be the best centre back in the Premier League, and he's just outstanding. But he's injury prone. And now all the Chelsea fan base wants him out because he's thinking it's going to be like another Kante. But this is wrong. It's wrong.
John, who do you think we can target at this Arsenal game? Who do you think's the most to target at this Arsenal game? Because I think Gabriel, the defender at Arsenal, I think we can target him. He's reliable. I reckon we can target him.
Yeah, but you're not targeting with a Drogba, Diego Costa. You've got an Aubameyang. You've got Kai. I think he's good, but I think with these sort of players, you need to outsmart them. It's not about physicality. It's about outsmarting them with positional, where you take your positions in the game to pull them out of position, catch them out. My thing is this: I think one of the players you target, and I want Minerals Man to do it, is Xhaka and Partey. I want Xhaka to be rattled because he's a hothead.
Yep.
All right. Yep. And he's their captain. Am I right in saying that he's their captain?
Xhaka? Yeah, I don't. I think so.
Xhaka's the captain, and the vice captain. I think it's Ben White, or it's the centre back. When Tani comes on, he gets the.
Either way, Xhaka's mentality. He's a hothead, right? And you need to. Oh, you fight. Is it Odegaard then that's captain then, bruv? Major General N'Golo. Is it?
I think it's Odegaard. Yeah,
it might be Odegaard.
He
so
might
they've
be right.
given a captaincy to fucking Odegaard. That's shocking, mate. That is shocking. It's embarrassing. Odegaard. He's got nothing on Minerals Man at all. Nothing.
They didn't show up on PSV.
They're playing very well as a unit, as a team. That's what they're doing. They understand their system and they're doing their job role, but they're also scoring at the right times, and they're getting the luck of the draw, really, when it comes to the teams they're playing in, the moments they're playing them, and they're in those. They're beating teams they should be beating, really.
Yeah.
And when it comes teams like us, Chelsea, Liverpool, United. Well, they didn't beat United. They beat Liverpool.
They beat
Did they
Liverpool, yeah.
Spurs?
Yeah, they beat Spurs as well. They beat Spurs
They
as
beat
well.
Spurs, but they always beat Spurs. Spurs never.
Yeah,
Never
no
win
word
there,
for
do
real, for real.
Yeah. So,
but
that's
when
a
they
gift.
the thing is, when they're saying that, oh, Stamford Bridge is their second home, they come to Stamford Bridge and run the place. Listen, they need to shut the hell up about that, yeah. Because the last 20 years, yeah, we've seen 2 Champions League, which they haven't. Okay, we've seen 2 Europa Leagues, they haven't seen that. Yeah, we have won cups, they haven't won. Yeah, remember that word, Johnny? Remember that? Put the picture up. Put the picture up.
Oh, yeah, of course, mate. This is the classic, mate. No one can touch us, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's have it right.
We see things
There
they
you-
never see.
There you go, bruv. There you go. It's facts.
London blue forever.
Hey, Johnny,
It's,
Johnny,
Yeah, yeah.
have you seen that the Champions League Chelsea 100 game and we're the milestone. We're in the top
Yeah, I
6.
know. Yeah. We've won 100 games or something. Is it or something?
Yeah. Do you know we've gone over Liverpool? Liverpool's not in that top 6. It's Real Madrid, AC
Johnny, what's your
Milan.
thoughts? Yeah, go on. What's your thoughts on the
go on.
What's your thoughts on the director side of things of what's going on at the club at the moment, of side of things?
I mean, right now I couldn't give a toss because I just, you know, these guys are heads. You know, they're just figures with connections. Whatever happens, they've got to do what the owner's saying, the board says, and we don't know what that vision is. But they seem to be pipping a few from Man City. They want to take that Edwards, who was at Liverpool, if I'm correct. Yeah, they've pipped someone from Red Bull. They like Red Bull's model. They like City's model. I think they're swaying away from Liverpool's model, but they're trying to bring in a collective number of people that can all offer something to the table, but that will all be on the same page. And they want to make Chelsea mega. Like literally even more mega than what we are. And I get that. And I trust that process, but that takes time. And the problem with this fan base is they're all immediacy merchants. They've got no fucking time on. They don't care about patience. They just want to win. They care about going to school with their schoolmates and getting fucking bantered to shit. You know, if Chelsea fans lose to Arsenal, they're going to be like, fucking hell, the Arsenal fans are coming at me. Oh, fuck. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, Potter out. Potter
Potter
shit.
Yeah.
This shit, and then their agenda merchants
Right.
start, and then they get on Twitter and they start fucking cursing all their players in the comments, and you know you get all that nonsense. This is how it goes, guys. The problem is, this is why I'm very positive. I understand the process, and yet within this process that we've been in for a little while now,
It takes time. It takes
we
time.
are still winning trophies, and
Yeah.
that's the difference between us, a Spurs,
And
a
them.
Liverpool, a Tottenham. An Arsenal. They're in a process, but they're not doing anything. They're not actually winning anything. And this is the thing. You know, you got Arteta for 4 years, bruv. This is his 4th season, mate. If he doesn't get at a minimum top 4 and wins a trophy, he should be winning Europa League. He should be winning an FA Cup, Carabao Cup. If he doesn't win any of those, what the fuck are you there for, bruv?
Johnny.
Wow.
If it's the game, if it's the game that we're gonna start like how we did against Man United, I'll be a little bit worried. Would you?
Say that again. No, but
If
you know,
go on.
We still have that draw.
Slightly different. Slightly different
Yeah.
to me. The only
Okay.
the only thing that's the same is they've got a 3-man midfield. Yeah, that's the only difference.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you got to put in context how Arsenal's backline plays with the team and how United's backline plays, and they're different. And if you look at United's backline, they're technically not as very good. This is why I was pissed off the United game. Why don't we put them under the cosh and pressurise them, because they're not technically brilliant. I think whereas with Arsenal, I think Ben White's fairly technically decent. And the other guy that's with them is it Saliba? I don't know if he's
Saliba.
Yeah.
Saliba.
So, you know, this is it, guys. I think when you put teams under pressure and you make them force the unforced errors on them, you make them make mistakes, you make them make misplaced passes, you disrupt their rhythm. That is what you have
Yep.
to do against Arsenal. If you don't do
Yep.
that, they will eventually try and find a way.
Yep.
And the longer
Yep.
that takes, the better it is for us, because it makes their players question what they're doing, that it's not working. And then Arteta's got to tactically switch something. And the moment Arteta tactically switch something, that's where Potter acts, and he'll
Yep.
switch something. So
Yep.
it's a game of tactics, and I think personally, Potter is a better tactician than Arteta.
Yep. 100%. 100%. We can battle them.
Arteta's
Yeah,
very
go on.
good in the way he's playing in his brand, and he knows his blueprint because he's robbed it off Arteta. Let's have it right. But at the same time, Potter has got a fucking great blueprint as well, and he's also
he's got a mentality. He's got a mentality.
Yeah.
He's got a mentality of rattling the defense. Yeah, and he can rattle this Arsenal defense because it's been rattled before. So for people to say that, oh look, we can't rattle their defense, we can.
Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can.
Yeah.
But let's, you know,
Depends on
that's
the
way
it
it's
depends on
been.
the day. It depends on the day, John, because this is what I think. Because we're in a building progress at Chelsea since the solution. We lost a lot of deals. We've lost, like I said before, we've lost a lot of people at the Stamford Bridge basis where everyone got sacked from the job. We ain't got a lot of physios, doctor physios, medical physios, the psychologists. We ain't got none in the base of the training so our players could be fully fit every single day. We used to have that, but now we ain't got that. We ain't got that, John.
Who's the referee? John, who's gonna be the referee on Sunday?
It's not Taylor. That's all I know. Yeah, and that's
okay. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Still, I'm gonna be there.
It's not going to be Mike Dean. But I just had a little thought in my head. Wouldn't it be quality if it came to the point that Potter brings on Hutchinson and he goes and scores the winner?
Yes, Potter.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Still,
yes, Johnny.
Do you think he'll be on the bench? Do you reckon he'll be on the bench?
I'd say why not? Why not put him on the bench? Let him play.
Because Carly's not going to be there. Carly's not going to be there, isn't he? Because he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Kai's injured.
No,
Carly.
Carly's injured. Yeah, I was about to say. I thought you said Kai.
Why not? Why not have Hutchison?
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's a smart idea.
And it's been on form. It's been on form.
He's a player that's electric. You know, he'd be fearless. You need someone like that, fearless. Just fucking go, mate. Go on, son. Have a crack.
He's a Chelsea ex-Chelsea junior player and all.
Yeah.
And then we gave him back to
gave him to Arsenal.
And then we got him back. Yeah.
Hey Johnny.
Yeah, I think.
Johnny.
Yeah.
What do you think of the way we play in the Champions League to the way we play in the Premier League? Because do you think we play different? Because I was speaking to Jem about this, and Jem was saying this exactly same. He was saying that we play different toward the Champions League to the Premier League. With these bunch
of slow pace in the Champions League.
Do you believe that?
It's slow pace in it. It's the slow pace in it.
It's not only that. It's not only slow pace, but this is what I'm talking about when it comes to mentality and getting over the line. Our team has got over the line. They know what it takes to win the Champions League. They don't know what it takes to win the Premier League, and that's why it's unknown territory when you get to those squeaky bum moments. Yeah. Arsenal haven't got a clue in either or competition, not even the Europa League. So this team is still their team's very young, but to talk title talk and Europa League talk, you're a long way from Starbucks, mate, because you have to go through what our young boys and our Chelsea players did with that generation, that team not winning the Champions League, and they went and won it. And once you get over that line as a team, that's what steers you on with experience to do it again and again and again. And that's why City keep winning the league, because they know exactly whenever it gets tough, whatever the moments are, they've always got out of it and they've won it. And they've had Liverpool up their arses last season all the way. And no one should write Liverpool off. Liverpool have got it in them to go on a fucking run. They have got it in them, right? But I'm saying right now in their condition, they got back-to-back defeats. It's a bit unheard of, yeah? But they went on a run. And the year before that, they should never have even got top four that year. You know, that was shocking that they got top 4. I don't even know how they got top 4. They should have been not even in the Champions League. So this is the thing. Our players have the mentality. They should be well equipped, ready, and Potter cannot fuck up his team lineup. He cannot mess around with tactics, because the moment you know he's messed up on tactics is you're going to see by the way each team's playing. If Arsenal are on top of us, he's going to have to do something, which means he's made a mistake somewhere along the line. If it's not going like that and we are controlling the game and we're doing well, whatever, or we don't take our chances, whatever, so be it. But at least you know he's got the right team, the right setup, and the players know what they're doing. I've noticed over a lot of games so far, in some games we look good and we look comfortable, and other games he's got it wrong and it's affected us. And too many times and too frequently the game plan's changing. And sometimes, guys, when it changes within the game as it's happening live, it's even harder for the players to digest it. You know, they've got to be quick by digesting, right, we're switching to this format. Some players can't do that, man. They're just not fucking equipped to do it and experienced. Some just can't do it. That's why Mason Mount is exceptional, because he's versatile and he can adapt. He talks about changing system within the game and where I've got to be and what I've got to do and how he helps his team. You know, every player's got to have that mentality. That's why Manchester City is so good, man. All their players are very versatile. They cover each other. They've all got excellent technical ability. They know the system. They know they can play a pass knowing the player's going to be in that area. You know, they know when they get to certain stages of the pitch, certain areas, how their shape should be. We're not at that stage. We haven't had a manager long enough to fucking do it. We haven't had
it's right, John.
players.
It's right, John.
We haven't had the players bought for this philosophy long enough to do it. It's always different profile players all the time. Fucking he's a name. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him in. Oh, it's a good deal. Yeah, we'll bring him in. Not thinking about what fits the system. That's why Zachariah intrigues me. It's because he's not like that Declan Rice. He's not that blockbuster Casemiro signing or whatever. Yeah, but what he does and what his role is shows you we're missing it. We need it. We need this type of player because it gives you balance. Look how Georgie was so comfortable, bruv. You know,
it was good. Him and them two working together. Them two a little quality. It was hard.
You don't hear moaning about Georgie. You know, oh, he's got done here, because you've got a player like Zachariah who's a box to box. He's a sitter. He covered Koulibaly countless times in that game. You know, he made great bursts of runs from attacking phase to defensive phase to win the ball. Kovacic ain't got that. Mount does it, but that's not his role. So you're asking a player of Mason Mount to do that, and he'll do it to help his team, but it's not his job role. It shouldn't be his job role. So we need players to fill certain job roles. And right now, Arsenal have these players in place. They've got their sitter in Partey, they've got their box-to-box destroyer in Xhaka, and they've got Odegaard to link it up. And when you have your midfield free, you need to have the minerals, the ingredients of these profile players. And I don't think they're even that fucking great. I don't think Odegaard is that good. I don't think Xhaka's anywhere near that good level. I think he's not a very good player. But it works in the chemistry in the system because you've got balance. When we had Makelele, we had, or we could go Mikel, Lampard, Essien,
Matic.
fucking Matic. You know, you've got different players, and they all have different roles. So when one sits, one's a box to box, and the other one's a creator, a linker. So you want Mount to be that 8 Odegaard position, all right? You want you want a Declan Rice to sit. And you want either a Frankie de Jong Kovacic type player. That's the way I look at it. I look at those, or maybe you could even go Bellingham. But you got to have a mixture of these. They're all different qualities. They're all different roles in the team. When you got that balance in the midfield, that's where you win games. Then you have to have good fullbacks.
Johnny, why don't you think Sterling is not working at the right times, at the right moments, at the moment? Why do you?
The team's not right. The transitions ain't right. So it affects Sterling.
I told you that earlier, Dills. I told you that earlier. And now Johnston said it.
Everyone.
Johnston said it.
Mason Mount, right, struggled in the first start of the season. It wasn't
Yeah.
because he's shit, yeah. It's
No,
because
no.
our midfield transitions when you had Gallagher and
Yeah.
Jorginho is too slow.
We're slow.
We've got
We're too
Loftus
slow.
Cheek
Yeah.
and Jorginho's too slow. You know, you ain't got Kante and Kovacic who are a bit more zippy with it, yeah. These are the problems, but that's why Declan Rice is massive. And if you watch Zakaria in the Zagreb game, look how quickly he plays the ball when he wins it back. Look how quickly and where he plays it. He's always
Yep.
forward.
Forward.
Where do we do that with Jorginho and Kovacic? We don't do it. Loftus-Cheek's too slow, right?
Yep.
Too many
He's too
touches.
slow.
Jorginho and Kovacic are metric passers, short metrics. That's what they are. They're not get the ball, ping it over, right? That's what we miss. That's the ingredient we miss in the middle of the park. You had Lamps spreading the ball, fuck's sake. You had
Yep.
Ballax, you had Essien
Yep.
or whoever, and you spread it because they got it in their locker. We don't have it.
And shooting from the box, shooting outside the box, shooting out the box as well, shooting out the box.
This is what makes me like, hey, John, this is what makes me laugh, yeah? When people slag Mason Mount, what really winds me up, yeah? When we didn't have the likes of Havertz about 3 seasons ago, where we had Tammy Abraham, we had Tomori at centre back, we had the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Look what Mason Mount did then. He was the player of the month that season for us. He's the one balled the balls into Tammy Abraham, and people forget about that. People forget about what he did that season when we couldn't buy no players that season in a transfer deadline day, and now
it's funny because all the ones that hate on him are the Jorginho stands or the Sarri sexuals they call them, yeah. But Sarri regretted letting him go on loan.
Yeah.
With Zola, they wanted to keep Zola. Was like we should have kept him
Yeah.
because he is the Johan Minnels Mount, bro. Have you watched him at Vitesse, geezers?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I want to go to the game.
He was in the Dutch league.
Yeah,
he was in the Dutch league at age. What age was he when he was in the Dutch league?
17.
John? 17.
17. I thought it was 16. I thought it was 16. And then he turned 17, and he was still there when he's 17.
Yeah.
But
he didn't break through till sort of like just after a quarter of the way through the season or whatever.
Yes.
How many loans did Reece James have? Was it
Reece
2?
James had one. No, one.
No, Wigan.
1 or 2.
Wigan.
Wigan and Huddersfield, wasn't it? There's 2. Yeah, really good because he was the same age. When Mason Mount went to the Dutch league at 16, Reece James was the same when he went to Wigan. Then after that season, then Mason Mount went to Derby County, and after Derby County, then Reece James went to Huddersfield for that season.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're going back into it. But I meant to go to. I was meant to go to the game on Sunday, Johnny, but I can't make it because my missus got the funeral for her nan, so I'd be looking after my little boy. So I'm a bit peed off because I wanted to be at the Chelsea Arsenal game. I was going to meet you, Dills, and I was going to try and find you. I know where you stand there, Jill, in the Chelsea stadium. I was going to come and say hello to you, but I can't make it. But next time I'm gonna get the Chelsea Man City game. So when I get the Chelsea Man City, I'll come then. But flip it. But yeah, it's a shame. But I think this Sunday, yeah, right. I've been getting all fed up with these Arsenal bottle jobs. I call them.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to a word what they want to say. Because you know why, Dan? Do you know what? You know why? Because we don't need to listen to what the word they say because it's all bullshit. Yeah,
I know. Bullshit. Of course it is. Of course it is. Hey, but John, we've got a nickname for the Arsenal fans. Yeah, me and Jens made a nickname the other night because I told him about they're called because I watched the Arsenal show, yeah, and some guy, yeah, who's an Arsenal fan said who was the band of the week, right? And they said, oh, Chelsea's the band of the week because they lost to Brighton. And then the second time, yeah, they said if we lose to Arsenal, we're going to be in the second banter of the shit club, yeah, of the lowest club ever. So I told Jev about it, yeah, texted him in the private, and me and Jez made a nickname for the Arsenal. The bark, yeah, they're called the Russell Barking Bottle Jobs. Gooners. The Russell Barkers gonna go woof 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 woof. They always bark so much, yeah. And then on Sunday we beat them and shut them up. God help me. See that Russell?
Good. Listen, me personally, yeah. All right, the way I look at it, to Arsenal, it's like a trophy for them to beat Chelsea. For us, it's like okay, whatever. I'm here. Win, lose or draw, I don't hide from fucking no one.
No
I
one.
think we're going to win, and I'm backing my team, and that's the way I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Big up
Okay,
to you,
Johnny,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
Big
thank
up,
you for letting me
Johnny.
come
Thanks for
on.
letting me come in on, bro.
Yeah, for you. Let me go. Johnny, me and you have to do a show together. I've sent the message on Instagram to you, like that, and I'm a new NI deals. I'm a new YouTuber. I've only done 14 things, and my show I talk about a lot of sense deals about Chelsea Football Club and Mason Mount and Havertz.
Johnny, when you gonna do another show with Lewis? Because you and Lewis' show was proper still. It was proper still.
Yeah,
It's a good show
do
still.
it. I'm doing one with a special guest tomorrow, so tune in for that
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
at
tune
2
in.
o'clock tomorrow.
When can we do a special? When can we do a special one, John? Because I would like to come on and talk about Chelsea to you because I'm thinking you're a top legend and everything you say, you crack me up, mate. Everything you say is true facts. You're like me. You need deals to the ball. Like, just don't give a shit. Who gives a fuck what the Chelsea fans say? We
Yeah.
just don't give a fucking two shit. Because if
Yep.
they don't like it, fuck off. Like you say, fuck off at the club and go support someone
Yep.
else.
Yep.
Stop being a hater. Just stop being a hater. I hate haters. I hate haters. Back
Johnny,
Calcine.
do you remember? Johnny, do you
brother, I'll
remember?
jump on the
Johnny,
thing, innit?
Johnny, do you remember when Haaland, the Haaland and Lukaku thing was going on, and we was both saying that Lukaku, he ain't gonna suit the club, and everybody was saying, he's gonna bang in for us. He's gonna bang in for us. That was bullshit, bro. Yeah, bullshit.
What did he do?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I told them all 10 months before we signed the geezer.
He just went there for the money. He just went for Lukaku just went to Chelsea like I told you, dude. Just went there for the money. Just went for the money.
John, anyway, John. 2-0 Chelsea Sunday up the Chelsea. Yeah. Big up, Johnny. I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday.
Deals, brother.
Big up.
I see you as a speaker. Yeah. Anyway, John, I'll catch you later, my brother. Thanks for letting me join the show. Yeah.
Hope it goes well on Sunday, geezer. Yeah. Hope it goes all well.
Yeah. It's what it was. My missus Nan, like they said that she was like gone like last year, but she actually made it from last year, and she passed away Saturday night on Halloween Saturday night. And so we had a Halloween party, and then about 11 o'clock we found the bad news. So like my missus said, you can't go to the Chelsea game on Sunday because we've got a funeral. I went, you what? We got the so I had to sell my ticket. But yeah. Anyway, but thank you for let me join the show, mate. And my prediction for the Chelsea game will be 2-0 to us. Havertz, Aubameyang, Havertz, Mason, Big Mason will score.
Yeah.
And I think Havertz will get the assist, and then it'll probably be Aubameyang. But anyway, big ups to you, my brother. Up the Chelsea, up the moon rules. Please hit the like button for him. But thanks very much, brother.
Big up,
for letting me on.
Put your link to your channel in the chat so everyone can subscribe and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Just everyone, if you clear me on the chat, just type in Chelsea Dan easy on YouTube, and you'll see the subscribe there. And that's my channel, Chelsea Dan. That's it. But thank you very much, Johnny. Big up for you. Thank you for letting me join there, mate.
Nice one, geezer.
And enjoy the game on Sunday. You're going on Sunday, ain't you?
Yeah.
You're right, yeah, man. Enjoy it, man. All right.
Up the Chelsea,
big ups to you, my bro. Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea. Bye.
Let's have it right, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys, yeah. Up the Chelsea. So anyway, end of the stream. Tomorrow, I'm gonna put it I'll tweet it out and it'll be on my Instagram. Let's have it right. But tomorrow I'm having troops on at 2 o'clock to talk about the game on Sunday. So let's have it right. Tune in for that, and it'll be a live one. So it'll be nice and spicy, I'm sure. Before you go, smash the like button. Smash to pieces the like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Make sure you hit the notification button as well. And also, we've got the Minerals FC membership pinned at the top of the live chat and also in the description below. And don't forget down below all the previous videos and that. And make sure you put in your in the comments at the end of the stream anything you want to say about the stream tonight. And you know what I mean? Good one. Let's have it right. We land the middles everywhere we go. Up the Chelsea, as always. Let's have it right. Up the Middles FC. Up the Middles, man. Up the Middles, man. We land the middles tomorrow. We land the middles everywhere we go. We're Chelsea FC. Let's have it right. We see things they'll never see. Big up to all you guys supporting the channel. Yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. It's going to be a good one. Yeah, we'll land the middles. We'll take it from there, guys. Yeah, we'll take it from there. So big up, and don't forget on the socials, Minnals FC, at Minnals FC on Twitter, Instagram. I've even got TikTok, which I don't really mess with too much, but it's there. And we've got my Twitch, Minnals_FC. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, guys. Big up Chelsea old boys, my geezer. Yeah, he's coming on. So we're gonna have a good one. Big up to all you guys in here, and we're buzzing for the Chelsea. We're up for it. We're fucking up for it. Let's have it right. We're gonna land the middles, bruv. We're gonna land the middles. I don't doubt it. But I'm gonna get some shut eye now. Chill out, whatever. Have a little drink up. Everyone, stay safe. Be good. Keep winning. Keep landing the minerals. And I'll see you tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea. Up the minerals. Let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below. Let's have it right. Hit the notifications. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. We fucking move.